Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. No negotiations, no contracts, nothing's been reached between Wilder and Joshua. And this is just a reinterpretation or a recap of what I've been saying. That fight is not happening until late 2019. Joshua team has a plan. Wilder tried to get that fight, but now he's going on with that mandatory of Brazil. That's heavily rumored, and it's his mandatory, so might as well get it out the way, just in case what I'm about to tell you is wrong. At least they could be in a position to fight Joshua. Now, I believe, and I've been saying it, that the reason why there is no fight between Joshua and Wilder is they have a money plan happening here. They're going to fight the three mandatories, and Wilder's going to be their fourth fight. So I say maybe one more fight this year, maybe two fights this year, one fight next year, and then Wilder sometime in the summer of 2019. The fights they're going to go for this year, if they can squeeze two fights out. Obviously, we've been hearing the WBA mandatory Alex Povetkin. So that one's done. And then the IBF and the WBO, they're going to get their mandatories in. Now, who are they going to be? I like I said, if you haven't already seen my Mr. A's thoughts, so this is just a quick one to get it right over back to you. Now, WBC and IBF have ordered Dylan White some fights. You got Dylan White versus Ortiz on the WBC side. Great fucking fight. Then you got IBF, Dylan White, and Pulev. Interesting fight. I don't know why. I want to see that fight more than the Ortiz fight, but I know it's not a better fight. I just want to see it. I don't know why. A lot of people says, Mr. A, you do a lot of weird shit and predictions and all that. You do a lot of wrong things. But hey, I have a mind of boxing. I like to see crazy matchups and all types of shit. And I want to see Pulev and White more than I want to see Ortiz and White. I would like to see Ortiz versus where's he at? Parker. That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see. But back to the Joshua and team plan. So you got Povetkin and the WBA mandatory. So after that, they're going to go with, I believe, the WBO mandatory. Because we got Dylan White. I think Dylan White's going to choose the Povetkin. I mean, he's going to choose a Pulev fight. And that will put him in the IBF spot. So all of a sudden, so after the WBA mandatory, you're going to have the WBO. And you ask, right now, sitting at number one is Povetkin also in the WBO. But if he fights him for the WBA, he's going to lose that number one spot. Number two is Dominic Brazil. Most likely he's going to be fighting Wilder. Number three is Dylan White. Most likely he's going to take that Pulev spot. And he's going to get the IBF mandatory. Number four, who just won, Jarrell Miller. And Team Hearn, Joshua, however you want to group them, they've been saying, oh, we would love for Joshua to make his U.S. debut against Jarrell Miller, who just going to happen to be a WBO mandatory. It's, what's the word, foresight, hindsight, whatever. Eddie Hearn saw this a mile away. He put this plan together. No plan to fight Wilder at all. This is just all build up to make it more and more demanded. But like I said, Hearn said it. He said it months and months ago. We got to hurry and get this fight done because the WBA is going to give us a mandatory. Boom, plant the seed. Oh, Anthony Joshua really wants to give a rematch to Dylan White. Plant the seed. Oh, we'd love for Joshua to make a U.S. debut against perhaps in the Barclays Center against Gerald Miller at Brooklyn Zone. Plant the seed. So that's going to be the 3 fights. It's going to be Povetkin, Pulev, and White's going to fight. Then before you know, at the end of the year, oh, it's WBO mandatory time. Like I said, 1, Povetkin's going to lose that spot. 2, Brazil's going to lose that spot. 3, Dylan White's going to lose that spot. 4, Gerald Miller. It's going to become mandatory for Joshua at the end of the year in the Barclays Center. Right there. And then to start the 2019 off, a nice hot fight, the rematch of White and Joshua. And then right into the summer, Deontay Wilder and Joshua. Everyone else, everywhere you go on YouTube, you know, I'm getting sick and tired. You know, as much as I want to fight, I'm just getting sick and tired of all the channels I watch talking about this damn $50 million shit. You know, I'm getting tired of, you know, every channel. That's all you see is Deontay Wilder and Joshua. Deontay Wilder and Joshua. That's why this is Ready Talk Boxing. I talk about this thing, not too much, just enough. You know, I gave you my little spill. It's gonna be the 4th fight for Joshua from now. It's bullshit. We need to start talking boxing, and that's what Mr. A is gonna do right here on the Double RT Boxing. Ready Talk Boxing with Mr. A. Appreciate the support. We got Huey Fury, Saxon coming up. We got Ali and Mangula, I think his name. What other predictions I got coming for you? I got Ryder and Cox coming for you. So if you want boxing talk and not just the same old fucking Joshua and Wilder shit, even though it's great and I want to fight just as much as you, us boxing fans, we do want some more boxing. So stay tuned in. I deliver for you right here on the Double RT Boxing Show.